How you doing, guys? My name is Hussein Vera, and this is my informative speech. Would you believe me if I told you people are making upwards of thousands of $1 million a year selling something you put on your feet every single day? Shoes have become one of the biggest markets in the last 5 years. This hobby has become a passion of mine, and I'm going to tell you why the secondary market and influencers play such a big role on it. The secondary market is needed because it's the only way to obtain these extremely rare and hard to find sneakers. There are two options when it comes to the secondary market, either brick and mortar stores or online. Flight Club, established in 2005, has become one of the most recognized stores out there, having a store in New York, LA, and Miami. StockX has also become one of the biggest players in the secondary market. A newsletter released on July 23, 2019 by Forbes, Corey Haines, titled "Urban Culture That Helps Sneaker Exchange StockX Will Become a $1 billion Valuation." He goes on in length to explain why StockX has become one of the biggest players in the game, seeming that they turned a $110 million company into over $1 billion company in the last 2 years. StockX exists because there's literally no other way to get these shoes. More and more people are coming into sneaker culture, so the demand goes up. StockX then proceeds to step in and supply those people. Sneakers have become a status symbol and a way of styling yourself. Limited shoes have also gained notoriety because it's become its own culture. It makes you stand out, and there's a lot of collectors like me that like having all these hard to get sneakers. I've given you a reason why the secondary market exists, and I'm going to tell you why influencers play such a big role on it. In an article by Sneaker Freaker named "Sneakers That Define the 1990s of Hip Hop," they go on to talk about a deal that Adidas had with one of the biggest rap groups ever called Run DMC. They offered them $1 million, and in the 5 years that they were with Adidas, they turned those $1 million into over $100 million. See, Adidas saw that rap and sneakers were interconnected, so Adidas came on early and was able to capitalize on that, signing big known artists to be the influence and the face of those sneakers. Old sneakers are eventually starting to come back more and more. People want the older models, considering that Jordan 1s have come out at least 5 times in the last 20 years and automatically sell out. That being said, we still have a huge impact on what we consume. Artists play a big role on that, considering that Sneaker News created an article named of April of 2020 called "Kanye Officially a Billionaire, Much Paid in Due Part to the Adidas Yeezys." See, Kanye used to be in debt. He had over $50 million in debt and was able to turn that debt into a $1.3 billion company, considering that he owns 11% of all of Adidas royalty when it comes to Yeezys. Kanye has made his shoe sought after and has become a fashion icon ever since. Yeezy has since then become one of the top selling sneakers ever created, and more artists are also paving the way and started getting sneaker deals. Sneakers manufacturers such as Nike and Adidas started giving more and more opportunity to artists, not just only athletes. In conclusion, I showed you why the secondary market exists and why influencers play such a big role on it. I hope this gives you a reason and shows you why a lot of people do spend thousands of dollars on sneakers, and shows you why I'm such a big collector and why I started getting into sneakers. Thank you.